Monday, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my weekly vlog. So if you're new here, my name is Alicia. I am a wife, mama, business coach, and the founder of the Purpose to Service Academy. And I have been recording these vlogs for the past, we're like almost 2 months in. Like, we have about 5 vlogs under my belt now, but I've been recording these vlogs not only as a way to like show you what life is like actually like as an entrepreneur on a day-to-day basis, but to really just like document my journey. I miss those old school days of blogging where, you know, we just talked about what we were experiencing and what we were going through. So I have been talking to you guys the past few weeks about getting prepared for this upcoming launch in October. So as of today, we're like officially, well, you know, it's the 13th. We're like officially a month out from me opening up applications for the Purpose to Service Academy, which is my group coaching program. So the past few weeks I've been talking about like how I'm preparing for the launch, creating my pre-launch content, showed you behind the scenes of like my brand photo shoot that I recently did with my husband. So I've been taking you guys through like this entire process of all the things that I'm doing to like not only get prepared for this launch, but like just what I hope you can tell is just an authentic look at what entrepreneurship really like looks like. So I didn't do much. Well, I didn't do any vlogging last week. I was like head down writing content, mapping out what needs to be done for this upcoming launch, and like really getting myself like in the zone of knocking out work. So I didn't do any vlogging last week, but as you can see, it's Monday and I am back to get some stuff done. So it's still very much head down, have to get work done. So I'm sorry if these next few vlogs aren't very interesting. I'm going to try my best to like, you know, make it not look like I'm just sitting here at my desk all day. So make sure you do hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the little bell so that you're notified. And of course, I don't think I've ever said this before, but if you have any questions about like my day-to-day or like how I'm preparing for this launch or anything that you see here in these vlogs or even like my podcast episodes, you can definitely leave that down in like the comment section and I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. So like I said, today is Monday. I'm not feeling the best. Anxiety has been beating my ass the past like week or so, and I have not been getting the best sleep. Like last night, I think I went to sleep around 1, a little after 1, and then even when I fell asleep, I almost felt like I wasn't in like a deep sleep. So like I kept waking up, I kept rolling over. So like I am really tired this morning, but unfortunately I cannot stay in the bed because I obviously have work to do. But this week my priorities are course curriculum. I talked about this before, but I am rearranging a lot of the lessons and adding on lessons to the curriculum inside of the Purpose to Service Academy. So while I don't have to re-record and rewrite everything, there is a good chunk of like content that I still need to write and like record and get done. So I need to start outlining a lot of those lessons. So like that's one of my main priorities for this week. Also, I need to go through and figure out what price point the program is going to be at. So I definitely know the price is going to increase from the last time we launched and the last time applications were open. But I need to figure out like what that new price point is going to be. And also, I think I talked about this in the very first vlog that I did, but I'm adding on another level to the program, which is strictly like a mentorship program, a mentorship option. So those who go into that option, they won't have access to the curriculum, but they will have access to the community and all of the coaching calls. So that is like a whole separate thing that I need to figure out how to price as well. So I'll definitely like talk about that here on this week's vlog. And then really just after getting curriculum done, I need to schedule out some social media posts as well, and then get my podcast episode ready for this week. Thankfully, podcast episode for this week has already been recorded, and you know, I just need to like put it all together. So yeah, that is my week. I know you guys can like hear it in my voice. I probably sound like super scratchy, but I've worked out this morning. I've journaled, so I've gone through like my entire process, like morning process. So I am about to tackle my newsletter for this morning, and then tomorrow inside of the Purpose to Service Academy, we are doing a game night, which I'm excited about because it's the first time I've ever done something like this before. So I need to like prepare for that and actually figure out what games we're going to play, so I can like notify the ladies so that they can be prepared as well. So I'm trying to like shake off anxiety. I'm trying to like shake off this weird mood that I've been feeling lately. So I'm trying to shake that off because I have a lot to do, and I really do need to be intentional about my time over the next few weeks so that I feel like I'm fully prepared for this launch. So yeah, let's get into the day. I have finished my newsletter for like my main email list, and then I also figured out what we're going to do for game night tomorrow night inside of the Purpose to Service Academy. So if y'all don't know, I can be a bit extra. It's just how I am. So we're not just doing any kind of game night. We're actually going to do like an 80s theme game night. So I have we're going to do like 80s theme bingo. So I have a music bingo and then an 80s theme like movie bingo, and I'm going to create like an 80s playlist, which shouldn't be hard considering the fact that like it's my favorite genre of music and I already have a playlist. So we're gonna do like an 80s themed playlist, and then if we have enough time, because I don't want to keep everybody late on a Tuesday night, but if we have enough time, we're gonna do like a scavenger hunt where I'm gonna have everyone kind of pair up into teams. So it's gonna be a really fun event. So I sent out my main newsletter, I got the details for our game night, and then I sent out like the newsletter for the academy, letting them know like what they need to do on their end. So it's 1 o'clock now. I'm about to go and get some lunch. I eat Chick-fil-A, I feel like every single day for lunch. I don't really want Chick-fil-A today, but also don't want to spend the money for Kava neither. I'll figure it out when I get in the car. So yeah, I have that, and then I need to respond back to YouTube comments. I'm not used to this. So like, I'm used to like Instagram because that's like the app I'm always on, but like when I watch YouTube, I watch it on like my TV, so I'm not necessarily like looking for notifications, and I don't even think you can see notifications when you watch YouTube on TV. So I kind of forgot that people can respond. You guys can respond to my videos. So I have quite a few videos that I need to go back through and like just respond to comments, because I don't want you guys thinking that I'm ignoring your comments, because I'm definitely thankful that you are entertained by me. So yeah, going to go and get lunch and then see what else I can like knock out. So I ended up at Chick-fil-A just because I didn't feel like figuring out what else I was gonna eat, and Chick-fil-A is like literally right down the street. So I just went to Chick-fil-A. But I wanted to have like a quick little honest moment, and I know this is a vlog and you probably don't want to just sit here and like listen to me talk, but this may be helpful for someone else. And I really don't have like a solution or like some good tips, but again, I said I was going to be very transparent with how this whole entrepreneurship thing actually looks and giving you like a real behind the scenes. So to be honest with you, I have really been struggling with imposter syndrome for a while now. on one hand, I think it's because what I have accomplished and like my idea of success doesn't look like other coaches in my industry. If you guys can't tell, I'm not necessarily all money focused when in like my marketing and like my promise to my clients. I'm much more on the side of, let's build you a solid business foundation that of course will make you money. I can guarantee that, but it's not going to be that instant type of gratification that a lot of people are marketing and selling these days. So on one hand, I think that has like built up a lot of imposter syndrome in me. And then on the other hand too, I've been doing this for a very long time. Very long time. I've been a coach for over 7 years. I've been an entrepreneur in some capacity for over 9 years. And while I have had a lot of amazing opportunities, a lot of amazing success, I've been able to pay my bills up until this point without a full-time job. I haven't necessarily achieved some of the things that other coaches in my industry have achieved, you know? Like, I'm not bringing in like these big $50,000 to $100,000 months. I don't have like these big, huge launches. And while I know that that is comparison, and I know that a lot of that is just me comparing myself to other people, I think it has brought up a lot of imposter syndrome, because it's like, if I haven't achieved that, then who am I to be able to coach my clients through whatever it is that they want to achieve? And although I have accomplished a lot, I'm still not necessarily where I want to be, like in my business, in the accomplishments I've achieved, in my and how much I earn. It's almost making me feel like, who are you to be able to help these people when you're still figuring it out? Like, who are you to be a coach to other coaches when you are not where you want to be, or you're not where you desire to be? And like, I know that that is all just a bunch of bullshit. I know it's comparison. I know imposter syndrome is a lie, but on the other hand, it's like, you've been doing this for 7 years. Like, should you not be where you desire to be by now? Like, should you not have grown? Like, and I've grown. I don't want to say I haven't grown. I've grown, trust me, a ton. But it's like, you're still not where you want to be in these past 7 years. So like, are you really as qualified as you think you are to be able to do this? And that is just, and I know it's anxiety, I know it's comparison and all these other things, but like, I think it's even worse because I do struggle with anxiety. So it's really hard for me to like ignore those negative thoughts. It's really hard for me to like trust the truth and to rely on faith. And with this upcoming launch, I just keep feeling like, either this is going to be my breakout moment, and I feel so close to that. I feel like insanely close to this being like my moment, that people see me, that people realize how incredible I am at what I do. And I said I wasn't going to be one of those people on Instagram who cries, so I'm trying to like hold it together. So at one hand, I feel so incredibly close to everything that I know that God wants for me. But on the other hand, it's like, if it hasn't worked out for you yet, then why keep trying? And that's the part I'm really like trying to push past, because I know that's a lie. Like, I don't believe that God has brought me this far just to be like, well, it's been a good 7.5 years, like, I'll figure out what's next. Like, I don't believe that. But I also feel like, why has it been like so hard for me, you know? Like, why has this journey felt so hard? And I know that literally every entrepreneur in the world has had a hard journey. Like, this does not come easy for anybody, but I often just feel like, damn, like, when is my moment? Like, when is my time? And that's the piece that has been like really like bothering me, because I'm like, I know this launch, I put a lot of work in on the behind the scenes. I've been talking about it, I've been sharing value, I've been vlogging through it, and like I know I'm doing what I need to do, but I'm still like, is that enough? Am I enough? Is what I'm providing actually giving value? Are people even seeing the value that I am creating? Are people even seeing what I'm putting out into the world? And I think that's the part that bothers me. So like, when I come to this launch, it's like, even if I don't hit my goal, but like, if on the end it's not profitable, then like, how do I keep going? You know, like, I'm making money now, but like, at some point that needs to increase. Like, we want to buy a house. My car, I may end up having to get a new car eventually if, you know, if everything with like the warranty and all that doesn't go through, and that has been a mess. But I'm just like, God, I'm ready for that next step. Like, I'm ready for that. And like, I'm counting on this launch to have a great outcome for so many reasons. Like, I want to put out the Living Over Existing book next year. I want to re-put it out, but like, the income from this launch, the income that's going to be coming in after that, like, is going to be going into that. So like, if this launch doesn't go as planned, then that's going to throw off what I want for this book next year. So I know that I'm being heard, and while I may not get hyped up all day, you know, on the internet, I know people are hearing me. I know people are seeing me, because people do often tell me that they resonate with my content, or they're glad I'm said something, or that they see me. And so I know that that's not true, and I know that what I've created is incredible, and I know that this is just a mix of anxiety and comparison and a little bit of doubt and just probably a lack of faith on my end. But these are the thoughts that have been running through my head for the past few weeks, and I know it's the reason why I haven't been sleeping well, and the reason why I've just been so incredibly tired. So I don't know. I don't want to be dramatic and say that if this launch doesn't work, I'm quitting everything, but like, I'm also like, if this launch doesn't work, like, what the hell do I have to do to make this work? Like, what do I have to do? So I don't know. I wanted to share that. I wanted to share those thoughts, because I feel like that's not something people outwardly talk about. This is not something that you see when people are bragging about their 100K months, or you see when people are bragging about, you know, all the clients they built in. But like, this is the reality of it. This is the reality of, to be so caught up in your head in running a business and knowing that you are incredible at what you do, but still feeling like you're not being heard, still feeling like you're not doing enough, or that you're not enough. So yeah, I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer in this vlog, but maybe that will help someone else. You're not alone with this. You know, imposter syndrome is a lie. Doubt is normal. I think fear is normal. Comparison, I'm doing my best to move past that. But yeah, I'm definitely working on putting my faith more into what God can do and less on what I can do, because I'm learning very quickly throughout this entire process that I have some control, but I don't have the final say. So yeah. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So it is almost 12:30 and I am literally just now getting started with work for the day. I told you guys yesterday that I was just really tired and that I haven't been sleeping well. So last night I took something to help me to like fall asleep, which was great. But I woke up this morning kind of feeling real blah. So I just took some time this morning. I dropped River off, literally got back into bed, journaled, went and got something to eat for lunch, and then now I am about to really get started with work for today. So super late start, but I am still trying to be more mindful of doing what my body is needing and not just trying to push through it. And a lot of people will tell you that's lazy. It's not. It's not. You need it. So on my agenda for today, I need to definitely edit tomorrow's podcast episode and get that scheduled and get all the graphics done so that can be ready to go out at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed here so that you don't miss out on any of my podcast episodes and not just my vlogs. And then excuse me. And then also, I'm trying to look at my planner. I really need to start writing course content. Like, that is important. And then I also might talk to you guys about how I'm pricing the Purpose to Service Academy and how I'm going about pricing, since I am definitely increasing the prices for this new kind of launch revamp. But I can like kind of walk you through what that looks like. So like I said, today is all about just content. I feel like it's going to be about content literally until November. But yeah, I am about to edit this week's podcast. I have caffeine. I don't really drink coffee that much, not like I used to, but today was a day I felt like it called for it. It's needed. So I'm gonna drink some coffee, and then yeah, like that's really all I have to do. Y'all know the routine. Same routine every single day. I work until like 4:30. I go pick up the kiddo at 5, and then typically my work day will be over, but since I have so much to do, I'm probably going to have to work a little longer after River goes to sleep tonight. So we will see. All right, so my podcast episode for tomorrow is complete. I don't know what's going on with this lighting. I'm recording on like my old camera instead of my iPhone, and I don't know how I feel about it. Anyways, let's talk about pricing. So I have been itching to get to this point in my pre-launch prep because, one, I like to see the numbers and I like to see where I'm at with the numbers. 2, I'm very nervous with numbers. Like, I'm getting past saying that I am not a good numbers person because I feel like that's something you learn. It's not necessarily something you're good at. And then 3, it's just really exciting to do something new and to kind of challenge yourself, and raising your prices is always a bit of, you know, it kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone some. So I wanted to talk about pricing and how I am pricing the Purpose to Service Academy moving forward, or less, and for the foreseeable future, because prices will definitely probably increase again in like the next 6 months or so. I think I talked about in the very first vlog that I did about how there are going to be 2 different options inside of the Purpose to Service Academy. I can't quite remember, but if I didn't, or if you're new here, I have decided to do 2 separate options inside of the Purpose to Service Academy. So the first option, of course, is the full academy. That is where you get access to the Purpose to Service curriculum. It is where you can get access to all of the other workshops and like courses that I have inside of the community. It's where you get the actual community in itself, the coaching calls, feedback from me, all of that good stuff. That is where you will find that. But when I was doing some research throughout this kind of like pre-launch phase, I did a lot of research of like talking to past clients, talking to current clients, and talking to people in my audience. One of the common things that came up was, 1, people really just want community, and 2, they like the idea of having a coach in their pocket, but not necessarily needing to learn more, if that makes sense. So a lot of my people in my target audience have joined all the webinars, they've taken all the courses, they've probably had several different coaches in the past. So what they're needing right now isn't necessarily more information or a new process. What they're needing right now is just guidance and having a dedicated person that they can go to for that feedback, for that coaching aspect of it, and not necessarily like this brand new curriculum. So I decided, I decided to go ahead and create like a mentorship option for the Purpose to Service Academy. So it's an option where you don't get access to any of the courses or the curriculum, but you still have access to the community and all of the coaching calls. So I wanted to do that because that scared me. The door just shut. Sorry. I wanted to do this because one, my audience said that they were looking for a more of like a mentorship coaching type of option. And then two, I know I shouldn't be focused on this, but with me raising my price for the whole academy, I still want something that is relatively affordable. And I don't want to say affordable because affordable is subjective, but that's a little bit less than the full program. That's what I wanted. So that people who may not be able to join the full program can still get in, they can still get started, they can still have the community, they can still have the coaching aspect of our space as well. So that is two of the reasons why I decided to add on this extra kind of layer. So with the full Purpose to Service Academy, with the full academy, it is application based, just because I want to make sure that I am getting the right people into this program, people who are ready to do the work, people who are actually wanting to become a coach or some type of service-based entrepreneur. You would be surprised how many product-based people I get in my program, or how many product-based people come to me and are like, can the Purpose to Service Academy help me? And I'm like, no, it's for services. It's definitely for services. So yeah, I want to have that extra layer of qualifying people before they get into the program. But this mentorship option is going to be something that they can just pay for, and without having to go through the application process. And I've also thought about how I can use this process, or use this different type of layer or addition to the program, and kind of use it as an upsell. So it's my hope that people join the mentorship option, they see how much is amazing, and they hear all about all the wins that other clients are getting from the curriculum, and that they will eventually want to move up from the mentorship option up into the full academy program. So that is my reasoning behind adding on this additional piece, but that also means I need to figure out how to price this additional piece as well. So what I am going to do really quickly, I am going to sit down and go through my process of how I price my products. And I've already done like some research and things like that, but I'm going to sit down and think about how I price go through my process of pricing my products. I don't know why I can't talk today. And then I will walk you through it, and I'm going to show you all of the numbers, which is something I haven't done before. So I sat here and wrote out what I want my new pricing structure to look like. So the process that I go through is I do market research, which I've already done beforehand, just to kind of see how offers similar to mine are being priced. I don't use that as a way to like copy someone else's pricing. I use it as almost like a marker to see where my offer falls in line with my industry, because I don't want to undercharge for something, but then I also don't want to gravely overcharge for something as well. And then I think about my expenses, and the way I did expenses is I think about my current expenses. I think about how much I want to add in for taxes, how much I want to add in for savings, and then I also added in what I want to like hire for in the next year or so. And I did the same thing for personal expenses. So I told you I have all of my numbers written down. This isn't perfect, but it is a starting point for me to figure out where I'm going to price my offer. Keep in mind, the Purpose to Service Academy is a 12-month group coaching program where I am promising that you are going to walk away with a solid business foundation that you can continue to build on, and also you will have a either one-on-one or group coaching service fully mapped out, created, and launched, and you'll be able to price that offer at least $1,000, like minimum, or up. Just keep it in mind, like that's what my program has. As far as features, you have bi-weekly group coaching calls. We do monthly co-working sessions. You have full access to the entire Purpose to Service curriculum. You have access to me, not only in the community, but also to give you feedback on each of your assignments as you progress through the program. So you get that one-on-one feedback on all of your work. What else do we have? A private community that's not on Facebook. And then you also get our welcome kit, which includes our workbook, journal, and some other little goodies. So just putting it out there, I'm going to walk you through the numbers so that you can actually see how I just kind of figured this out. Alright, so this is where we are with pricing. Also, y'all, excuse my nails. Way overdue for a nail appointment, so excuse my nails. All right, so we have my pricing here. So of course I told you guys that I started with market research. So from what I could see from other coaching programs, they start from around $2,000 to $20,000. So the business coaching industry is definitely booming. So there are a lot of different factors that go into this. $2,000 is kind of close to where I started pricing, and I will show you guys that in a second, but that is way at the lower end, to $20,000 as way at the higher end. I know one coach in particular that I was looking to work with charges $20,000. So this is just kind of like a ballpark. So again, I did this to make sure that I am not falling behind, or not falling behind, that I'm not undervaluing my offer, but that I'm also not pricing crazily outside of my industry. But as you can see here, there is a lot of wiggle room. So the current rate for the Purpose to Service Academy is $2,500 for the year, or $209 per month. Super simple. And then this is where I start to break down all of my expenses. So $988 is my current expenses. So like that's the base of what I need to make. This includes all of the tools that I use, that I pay like monthly fees for, website hosting, Canva, things like that. I want to add in at least $834 per month in taxes. I feel like that is pretty high, so I am going to come back and look at that, but I want to make sure that I have enough either at the end of the year or at the end of the quarter to make sure I have enough to cover taxes so that nobody is coming for me. And then I want to add in some into like my business savings in the event I need to take off, we have a bad month or something like that. And for savings, I just figured that I would save the same amount that is going out. So at the bare minimum, I know that I can cover my expenses. I had to sit down, y'all. So those three together is about $2,810. I do in the next year want to hire a community manager, so I went ahead and added that in, but I put it at the bottom because it doesn't necessarily need to go into like my current expense amount, but I was assuming about $2,500 per month for a community manager. I haven't done much research on how they price themselves or like what the going rate for that is. So I'm just kind of basing on like a part-time type of situation. So ideally I would like to with all of these added in, my business expenses would be about $5,300 a month. But as you can see, these three things can definitely be changed, but I at the very minimum need to make at least $1,000 to cover my business expenses. All right, so personal expenses, I pretty much did the exact same thing. So personal expenses right now are about $931. This includes utilities. It includes like credit card payments and other debts that I am trying to pay off. And I went ahead and set the debt payments instead of just the minimum payments. I added in how much I'll actually want to make or add to those payments each month, just to make sure that I am like accelerating getting those debts down. So personal expenses are about $931 a month. Keep in mind, I am married. My husband pays the larger bills like our mortgage and our daycare bill. So this is just my part. I pay utilities, and then also have been working to pay off some debts. My car is also paid off, so I don't currently have a car payment. And then I want to put $200 a month into savings. That doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not a lot, but because I am so focused on paying down debt, I'm not really focused on building out my savings as much as possible. Once I get these debts kind of down, I can add more into savings. So that is $1,131. And then I added also in another $600 for things like groceries, my random Target trips, and then miscellaneous things like getting my nails done, eyebrows arched, stuff like that. So I actually should have added that up there because this isn't a non-negotiable. So for personal expenses, I at least need to make $1,731 a month. This, of course, can be tweaked. Savings can be tweaked as well, but like just as a ballpark, that's how much I need to make. So if I add in the amount for my biz expenses, an amount for personal expenses, technically I would need a little over $7,000 per month or $84,000 per year. So that's like that's like my stretch goal. Just because I don't need a community manager right now. I don't even know if this is the right amount for taxes. And then savings, of course, isn't necessarily a priority right now, but it would be like nice. So I can adjust these things. So this would be like ideally, you know. So I like to set for my expenses or how much I need to make, I like to set both a stretch goal and then like my enough goal is what I call it. So this is definitely like a stretch goal. My enough number though is about $5,000 a month. So if I can adjust some of this and then maybe adjust a couple things here, which I really don't want to adjust anything in the personal spot. I would rather adjust some business things, if that makes sense. My enough number is $5,000 per month. So when I'm thinking about pricing, I am pricing with this $5,000 per month in mind. You don't have to do that when you're pricing. You can definitely price with this bigger number, but for me, I like pricing for this $5,000 per month. So here we are. All right, so let's actually talk about pricing. And you guys, I'm so sorry if this video is shaky. I'm recording it with my left hand. So the Academy. So keep in mind, this is for anyone who joins or applies, joins, and has full access to the entire program. So access to the community, the coaching calls, and the full curriculum, and all of the other courses and workshops that I have added. So I have here, if I charge $3,600 per month, which is just a little bit more than, again, what I'm currently charging now, but it also still falls in line with like my industry. So if I charge $3,600 if I charge $3,600 for the entire program, it will be roughly $300 a month, and I do offer payment plans. Or if someone decides to pay in full, I like to give a discount, so I usually give 2 months free. So if you pay in full, it would be $3,000. So thinking about my marketing strategy, thinking about what I have been able to accomplish in the past, I know I can get at least 4 new clients per month. So if those 4 new clients paid in full, that would be about $12,000 per month, which would completely exceed my enough goal and my need goal. The issue I'm running into here, and I'm trying to figure out like how I want to adjust it, is if someone pays with a payment plan. I either need to get more people into the door so that like I can increase the amount I'm getting in monthly, or I need to increase the price so that the monthly rate increases, or third option, I need to think about other ways to bring in income, which I also have in place. So just some things that I need to think about. Also, the Purpose of Service Academy isn't the only way I make money. It is my main offering where I put the most focus. But I do have some books and workbooks and planners that I sell on Amazon that sell pretty well when I'm actually like consistent with marketing it. So this isn't the only way I make money. So of course this number can adjust some, or because I have other streams of income coming in. So that's where I'm at right now. $3,600 for the full program, $300 per month, or $3,000 paid in full. So I mentioned the other piece of the academy, which is the mentorship piece. So for those who join the mentorship option, they will only have access to the coaching calls in the community. So I want, of course, this has to be lower than the full program because they're not getting as much value in this. So I'm playing around with this price of offering $1,500 per month, or 100 crap. So I'm playing around with this price of charging $1,500 for the year, or $125 per month. Or if you pay in full, you'll get that 2-month discount, or $1,200 paid in full. So I'm playing around with this because I don't want this to be so low to the point where people are joining it and not taking it seriously. That's a problem I really ran into when I was offering just like a $40 per month membership community. But I still want this to be somewhat affordable for people, and it also of course has to be less than this option. But I'm also thinking about, is this at a point where if someone's like, wow, I really love the mentorship option, I really love the coaching option, I want to join the bigger program, does it make this option look more desirable? You know, like if it's like, oh well, this program is $1,500 and the full program is $3,600, it's a no-brainer for me to just go ahead and join the full academy since the price difference isn't that huge. So that's where I'm at right now with that. I'm like, is that really how I want to go about the strategy for this, or do I just want to keep it at, you know, this kind of lower end price? Or because I know that with my market research, the academy does start at, or other options do start at $2,000. Maybe I could just kind of raise this price to $2,000 as well. I'm not sure. I am going to think about that. And also something I didn't mention before, both of these programs, of course, the academy is a year-long commitment. So once you sign up, you are signing up to pay, you know, that $300 a month for the whole year. Or, I mean, also the mentorship is the same way. I'm not doing a membership where people can come in and out every month as they please. If they do the mentorship option, they will also be agreeing to a year like commitment with this as well. So it's not something that people will pay one time and just dip out. So yeah, that is my pricing for now. So that is where I am at with pricing. So full academy $3,600, or the mentorship option for $1,500. I am going to sit on this. I'm going to take it to my mastermind groups this week, kind of pick their brains, see what they think. I'm also going to pray on it to see what God thinks, most importantly, because baby, he runs this business all up and through it. So I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to see just how it feels. It's Tuesday, so I just pulled up to Barnes & Noble to get some work done. It's super like, I don't know if you can see, super like cloudy and rainy out here today, and I knew if I would have stayed home, I would have just gotten back into bed because I have no self-control. So I came to Barnes & Noble to get some work done because today I really do need to tackle this course content. So I'm going to be strictly writing outlines all day. I have my mastermind meeting at 11, which, by the way, I like put in our Slack group the new pricings for my program, like what I talked about with you guys yesterday, and they were like, girl, if you don't raise your prices, like, this is why you need community. This is why you need to have some great like business friends who get it, to like get you in check when you are about to like undervalue yourself. So they told me that it was definitely not enough money to be charging for like what I am offering. So at some point today, I'm going to go back to the drawing board and like figure out what that pricing structure is really going to look like. And I know yesterday I said, oh, I'm not scared. Like, I want to be, you know, I want to charge my worth, but, you know, still be accessible. And I think I might be low-key scared. Like, all of my one-on-one coaching offers never cost this much. Like, no courses I've created have ever cost this much. So like, this is like truly my high ticket type of offer. So I'm a little shook, and I think I tried to deny that yesterday, but honestly, I'm a little shook. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board and figure that out. So I'm probably going to vlog from my phone because I still feel weird taking a camera into like public establishments, and it doesn't fit in my bag, so we'll see. I had to leave Barnes & Noble a little bit early because I have to go to my mom's house this evening. I go to her house at least once a week to help her out, but I forgot to get River's diaper bag. So I forgot to get River's diaper bag, so I have to run by the house first before I head over to my mom's house. Clearly covered the camera. So I try to go over there a little bit early just so I can be back home like this evening at a decent time. So so that I can, you know, get River in the bed. Yeah. So yeah. Today was a pretty productive day. I got 2.5 lessons written out, so I'm really proud of my progress there. I'm trying to decide if I want to record lessons, film, like if I want to do it like that, or if I want to not record lessons, film. What am I talking about? I'm trying to figure out if I want to outline lessons and then film, or just outline everything and then film. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now with things, just trying to figure out how I want this all to flow. So yeah, I am about to head over back home to grab a few things and then picking up the kiddo and heading back to my mom's house.
Look.
What?
Look at. Look at these.
Pumpkin.
Look at pumpkin.
Hey, wait on mommy.
Hi, Mommy. Look at pumpkin. It's covered. So pumpkin head.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It is cute. Cute.
That's it.
All right, let's go get in the car.
I will.
Bar is one of those classes that like looks very innocent because it's basically just based off of ballet moves, but it's hard. Like I just did the 20-minute hip-hop bar on the Peloton app with Allie Love, which I love her, and I think her name's Hannah. Yeah, their classes on the Peloton app, their bar classes are amazing, and I never did bar before I started using the Peloton app, but like I'm tired. And it's one of those, it's like a low impact type of workout, but you feel it. Like I haven't worked out the past 2 days, so I feel it now, and I know I'm going to feel it like tomorrow, especially in my thighs. So yeah, I'm gonna try and catch my breath. I am trying my hardest not to go get back in the bed, y'all. Like I am so freaking tired. But I have a lot to do today, as always. A lot of writing to do. So I have my mastermind call with my friend Monique at 11, so in like 20 minutes. I'm a part of like technically like 2 masterminds. So I meet with a group of 6 other ladies on every Wednesday. And then I have like these accountability kind of check-in calls with my friend Monique every Thursday. So like I told y'all yesterday, like it's so important to have a group and a community of people who are like-minded, who can like cheer you on, who can be there to vent to. Like it's priceless. Like it's truly priceless. And that's one of the reasons again why I really want to make sure that yes, the Purpose to Service Academy is a group coaching program. Yes, there is a curriculum that you're going through, but I really want to make sure, it's cold in here, y'all. I really want to make sure that it's also community first, because there is so much value in just being around and among other like people who are on the same path as you. So I went to lunch and got in the bed, but I did knock out 1.5 lessons, like the outlines of those lessons. So I have about 2.5 more lessons to finish before I'm done with like the first module. I'm not sure if I said this before, but I'm not rewriting the entire program. I'm basically adding on a new module, which will represent the new piece that I added to our signature framework. And then I'm rearranging some pieces in the program. So some videos I may have to re-record, but the foundation and the majority of the curriculum is there. I'm just like adding in pieces where I see necessary. So this new module is of course a big chunk because I'm having to like write it and record it from scratch. And then I'm anticipating the launch module being pretty hefty too, just because I'm switching around how I want them to go about their launch strategy. So that will be a big chunk, but hopefully, prayerfully, everything else, either I can just re-record the current outlines that I already have, and like I keep everything in either ClickUp in Google Drive. So hopefully that will be enough. So I don't anticipate this taking too much longer. We will see. Hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have a better idea of like how much more time that I need, but yeah, we will see. So it is a little over 4:30 right now. So y'all know every day is the same. I have to go and get the kiddo. So I'm gonna go pick her up, and then she needs pull-ups. So we're gonna have to go by Target, and she really loves going into stores. And I've been trying to like limit not bringing her into places just because germs, but I'm running behind. I won't have time to do it before I pick her up. So we're gonna do that, and then me and her are on our own for dinner tonight. So it's looking like a pizza night, possibly. Are you okay now?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Sure. Are you okay?
Yeah, wipe your face.
Okay.
Thank you. Good job. You ready to go in Target?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna be a good girl? Okay. I love you.
Two.
All right. have decided that today I am going to give myself some grace. I went and got my Chick-fil-A, and now I'm in bed, back in bed, taking a class on selling. So like selling and sales is not one of the areas that I feel the most confident in and when it comes to business. So I have decided that I am going to sit in bed. I'm going to take notes and take my class. I'm going to see about possibly switching over to another accounting platform. But yeah, when I'm feeling anxious, when I'm stressing, my mind immediately retreats to trying to figure out a solution for everything. And while yes, it's great being solution oriented, it causes me even more stress and it causes me a lot of anxiety. So, you know, I'm learning to just give myself a break because I can't think straight when my mind is trying to figure out 20 different solutions to one problem. So I am going to take this class, which I have been wanting to take for forever. I'm going to look at some other accounting platforms, and then I'm gonna chill out and go get my baby at 5 o'clock. So that is going to be my day. Hopefully at some point I may be able to start editing this vlog so that it goes up. But yeah, I know you guys are probably like, wow, her life is like all over the place. And that's because it is. Very transparent, it is. But again, I'm doing this because I really do want to document my own journey, but also show you guys what entrepreneurship really looks like. I am not on a yacht all day. I'm not in these designer stores shopping all day. I'm not like doing all of these things, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what entrepreneurship looks like for so many people, including myself. So I'm really wanting to show you guys like what this life is really like for most people. So yeah, again, if you guys are enjoying these videos and don't want to miss out on any other vlogs or my weekly podcast episodes, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm told if you hit that little bell, you'll also be notified when new videos go live. So don't forget to do that. Also, if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, just want to say hey about any of these vlogs, feel free to leave a comment. I do try my best to respond to everyone's comments. But yeah, again, thank you guys for hanging out with me another week. I will see you again on Monday.